first tutorial. I'm sorry if I make any mistakes. I'm going to work on fixing anything, trying to do this smoothly. But basically, I wanted to do a tutorial on how I do my eye makeup. The palette that I'm using is this brand new Revolution makeup from London. It does come with this thing, which the ends are actually pretty soft, kind of like a beauty blender and stuff. But I don't actually use these very often. So I am going to use my own particular brushes for this. Got my foundation and powder on. That's the only thing I've got on right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyes and then finish up from there. So this one right here is an eyeshadow primer. This is a inexpensive drugstore quality makeup. So I am using the primer for the eyeshadow to help with staying power and all that stuff. The palette I found at Ulta for like $6, and it looks a lot like the Urban Decay Naked One palette, which I don't have that Naked One palette, so I'm not going to do a dupe for you. But I have been using this for a couple of weeks now, and I am pretty happy with the performance that the palette has been giving me. I cannot compare it to the Naked One, but I do have Naked 3, so I know how good that product is. And Urban Decay is still a better product, but this doesn't have any fallout so far I've had. It's not as creamy as Urban Decay, but it's a pretty good product for a $6 palette, to be honest. These colors you'll find all in Naked One. I'm going to start, because I have a tendency to do what I call the Neapolitan look. So I do my dark, medium, and light, and then I blend a lot of them. And this is actually the brush I got with my Naked 3. I'm going to start with this color right here, which does not have any names on these. And I'm going to do right here on the outside of the eye here. And I'm going to do it on both of them. Now this is not my absolute darkest I'm going to use, but this is a pretty dark shadow. And I'm sure not a lot of people go up all the way up to their brow bone, but that's actually one of my things that I have a tendency to do. And then my center is usually as my medium shade. I'm going to go with this brown over here as my center. So, and then I don't go all the way up. I just try to blend at that edge right there. Blend, 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 blend. And that's the thing, is blend, 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 blend. Because you don't really want the harsh lines. And you're not going to see any. And then my lightest shade, I'm actually going to go, well, this is not my lightest shade, but this is one of my light shades. I'm going to go with this right here. And this I'm actually only going to put on the lid area. And then after that, I go with the end of the brush and I grab a darker shade for the crease. So I'm going to go with that for my crease color, this dark brown. And that's going to go right here. And then on this side. And then do a little bit on the edges here. So, of course, that all is there. So then, next, I'm going to take the blender brush and blend that together. Okay? So, blending up as much as you can. And then, this is like a clean blending brush. I'm not using anything else. But if I have a hard time blending like the light and the medium shade together, I will go back in with the medium shade, like right there, and pull that back out. And that helps basically keep from not having so many harsh lines. So like I said, Neapolitan ice cream, so light to dark. Then, now that I've got that, I take the blending brush for this, and I will take my lightest shade, so it's this very light one right here, and I will do the corner of my eye, and right here at my brow bone to give it that nice pop and awake look. That we have that. So then to finish it off, now my under eye area, I do not use a eyeliner normally for that. A lot of times I will use the dark, because I pretty much try to match there. So I use my crease color and I will tight line, put that down there, right there. So tight line. Oh, sorry about that. My camera decided to jump for me. And the reason why I do this is because I don't like the really super dark under eye, because I already have like dark circles under my eyes and I don't need to accentuate those anymore. I do use concealer and stuff on them. This right here is my I Get No Kicks Kohl eyeliner from MAC. It's very light color. I will go on the inside right here on the under eye. Sometimes I'll do this before I do the other one, but I didn't think about that, so do it right there. And then this is where we do the upper eye. Put that down there. That's probably what made my camera jump. So this one is actually Elizabeth Arden. Beautiful color. This is a eyeliner that sets after a few minutes. It's kind of smudge proof, waterproof, that type of thing. And I don't do my waterline because honestly it irritates my eyes. But I'll do like the upper area right here. And I hope you can hear me on this camera. I'd hate to have to do a voiceover later. But anyway, so upper area. And then now if you want to do like the tricks where you like the lash line, the cat eyes and all that stuff, you can at this point. Generally I just follow my upper eye line there. With that, then I take my brush. I'm actually going to do this one. I'm going to do it with this one. And I go back into my dark crease color. Okay, so it was that color we're using. Sorry, get that high enough there. That color we're using. And I'll go over... I always go over my eyeliner with the powder because it helps set it in place. Some of them you don't need it. Like I said, this one you don't actually need it with this. But this also kind of gives it that blended effect right there. So there's not a harsh line. And then I'll go back with this one, the tight liner here. Now a lot of times if I do have a black in my palette, I do go back with that one and edge it right there. But I don't actually have a black in this palette. The brown is the darkest color on that I would use. So there's that. And then at this point is where you do your mascara. And I haven't done anything else on my face, so I'm going to go ahead and do my face. So this is almost empty. Actually, I think I am considering this empty because I am getting like, there we go. I'm getting something out of it. And this is MAC too. So there is that. Sorry for all the silence. And now, one of the things I'll do if I have like eyeshadow with a lot of glitter in it is I will go back over it after this point, use my super glittery eyeshadow here, and go back on the inside. Spotlight effect. So